I'm Michael, 26 years old. Dropped out of school and took up a job in construction. Moved into the company dorm and have been sending my family $1,000 every month. One day, I decided to visit home after a long time. Eager to see how my younger brother Kevin, 8 years my junior, had grown up, I spotted my family chatting with neighbors. "Congrats on getting into college." "Thank you." "How's your older brother doing?" "He's dropped out and left home, so it's kind of embarrassing to talk about him." It's really surprising to see such a difference between siblings. Having a brother like him is embarrassing. We're just glad we have this one. Don't need to thank the other one. I couldn't believe they were saying such awful things about me when I wasn't around. I wanted to continue going to school, but they ridiculed me for dropping out. When I was in 9th grade, I talked to my parents about my plans for school, and they said, "You plan to keep going? You don't even study." "We don't have money for a loser who can't study." So they told me to work and pay for it myself if I really wanted to go. Feeling frustrated, I went back to my family. "I'm back." "Ah, you came back at the worst time." Just as I thought, I wasn't welcomed. I was bothered by what my brother had said earlier. "What did you mean by a bad brother?" "Look, you dropped out and work in dirt. How else would you describe it?" "Don't talk about my job like that." "My work is fulfilling and contributes to society. Don't belittle it." "Are you kidding? Don't talk about fulfillment in a job like that." My dad graduated from a prestigious university and works in sales. He's always bragging about how he's well liked by clients and bosses and even receives awards. "So, why did you come back?" "Well, I wanted to congratulate you on getting into college. Here's $1,000. My gift was met with disdain. "That's it? If you don't want it, give it back." "Don't talk to your brother like that." "Even though I've been sending $1,000 every month, is this really how you feel?" "We never needed your pocket change." "I got into college on a special program. I don't need this petty cash." "Are you serious?" "Absolutely. Stop acting like a big brother over $1,000. Don't send it if you're going to be so smug about it. We don't want you involved with this family anymore." "Exactly. Get lost. Talking to you, Michael, almost drives me nuts. I don't even consider you my son anymore. I don't want the neighbors to see you. It's embarrassing." "Got it. I won't send money or come back here again." "Go ahead." "Good. We're finally rid of you. Don't ever show your face again." "All right then. Goodbye." I was really pissed off, so I just stormed out of the house. My younger brother used to be such a sweet kid. What twisted him into such a mess? I couldn't help but blame our parents. Sure, I have a stable life now, but when I started working, it was paycheck to paycheck. I still scrimped on food and worked my butt off to send money back home. And because of that, the girl I wanted to marry left me. I didn't want my brother to go through the same struggles. And yet, here I was, betrayed. This is just too much. I blamed my parents for ruining my life. I even thought that. Unforgivable. A few months later, my phone rang. It was my brother. At first, I ignored the call, but he kept calling, so I finally answered. "Hello?" "What took you so long? Pick up faster." "What do you want?" Could you come home?" "Are you kidding? I've severed ties with the family." "Well, can we meet at the station in the evening?" "Fine, whatever." I wasn't thrilled, but I agreed to meet him. Then he said almost apologetically, could you please start sending money again? What? Are you serious? Yeah, I am. After all the crap you said about me, you want help now? The thing is, Dad lost his job. We're buried in debt, and I can't even go to college. That's not my problem anymore. Dad and Mom keep fighting. So, Dad's cheating is causing all this. You knew? I saw him last month with another woman. I had even hired a private investigator because I was suspicious. Then, unbelievably, my strict father. He had been messing around with women at his company. And it wasn't just one, but several. I looked into the woman, and she was married too. So I sent photos to her husband anonymously. I told my brother all about it. Did that get him fired? Who gets fired for cheating? How pathetic. Why'd you hire a PI? I had an extra $1,000 and I wanted to use it for something. It's all your fault. Help us out. There's nothing I can do. All you have to do is send money. I got into college with special treatment, and now I have to work part-time. I don't even have time to study. I dropped out of school because I couldn't focus either. If you're motivated and have goals, you'll find a way. I was really rooting for your college exams. I always thought you were my adorable little brother. Until you betrayed me. Betrayed? I might not be part of the family anymore, but you are. You should be pulling together and supporting each other when times are tough. Enough! Cut it out. Quit joking around. You're the loser working in construction. As I was talking with my brother, my mom suddenly appeared out of nowhere. What are you doing here? I couldn't believe my mom was here, but apparently she was just passing by. As soon as she saw me, she lashed out. What have you done to him? Didn't I tell you to never show your face again? I explained that my brother had called me here. I was hoping to get my allowance started again. Oh, is that it? But he says he won't give it to me anymore. What? Kevin asked you and you won't do it? You can't do much else, can you? The least you can do is that. Why are you in debt? Dad always said he was making good money, right? What? That doesn't matter. Suddenly, Mom started to get flustered. I had discovered that my mom had been financially supporting her lover while I was looking into my dad's affairs. Turns out, my mom was having an affair with a single man in his 20s. My mom looks younger than she is, because she's had some minor cosmetic surgery. She'd even lied about her age to carry on the affair. I had met with the man she was seeing. Sorry for calling you so suddenly. What's your relationship with my mom? We're dating, even though I'm much younger. Do you know how old my mom is? She told me she's 38. I didn't know she had grown-up kids. What? 38? She's 58. What? I thought she looked a bit older. So, did you know she was married? What? She's married? I heard she was divorced. My mom's lover left, pale as a ghost. Later, it seems my mom got called in by the lover's mother. She said she would sue and my mom paid her off. I told my brother all about it. Are you serious? My dad got fired right after that, so there's no money, right? It's all because you messed up. Take responsibility. Is it my fault? Weren't you the ones messing up in the first place? I had no idea. Why did Mom and Dad act so selfishly? It's not like that. Maybe we were just momentarily misguided. It's not all Michael's fault. I can't live with parents like this anymore. Michael, help me out. What are you saying now? I don't want to think of such terrible people as my parents. Help me. After all the horrible things you've said to me, now you're asking for my help? Well, that's... I knew my brother's secret all along. He had been cheating to get good grades. I once found a sheet of paper with test answers written on it at home. My parents were letting my little brother cheat, even in elementary school. The moment I found out, I thought my parents were unbelievable. I didn't think my brother would turn out all right, living under parents like that. So I sent him money, but it was a waste. Last time I went home, I found a pocket sewn inside his high school uniform filled with a sheet of test answers. He was still cheating. He even got into college with special treatment by cheating. My mother was an accomplice. She had sewn the pocket. Just then, Katie, an employee at my company, came to pick me up. "The boss is calling. Time to go." "All right." "Wait, you're the boss?" "What do you mean?" After I dropped out, the CEO was really supportive, and I studied hard and earned various qualifications for him. He was really fond of you for your earnestness. Thanks to Katie helping me study, I got my qualifications. We're actually dating and getting married soon. Why are you the boss then? Truth is, I've been hiding it, but my father was that CEO. I didn't know until we decided to get married. We kept it a secret as per my father's instructions. So I'll be taking over since he's retiring. Why didn't you say this earlier? Come home now and bring your wife too. No way. These are people who call $1,000 a small amount. Our values are different. Never got any thanks or apologies. I apologize. We were wrong. Please, come back. It's too late now. We're going to build a wonderful family ourselves. Goodbye. Turns out someone from the college had heard our conversation. My brother had to retake his exams. He failed miserably. He was kicked out of college and had to pay the admission fee and 2 months of tuition. My parents were already in debt. Now my brother is working day and night as a construction laborer and traffic control part-timer to pay it off himself. A year later, my brother visited my office. "So, you really became the CEO, huh?" "I'm a CEO who's been constantly supported by others. What brings you here?" "Yeah, I've learned to appreciate money working these jobs. I wanted to apologize for everything. I'm really sorry, and thank you for always supporting me." My brother's expression had changed, softened even. He had caused quite some trouble at his current job to pay off his college debts, but apparently, his boss had been understanding. He said he wanted to continue to work hard at the same company. Seeing him return to his kinder, younger self brought tears to my eyes. "So, what happened to Dad?" "Last month, it seems Dad got caught embezzling from his company. The verdict came in yesterday. He got 2 years. Wow, that's rough. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Will you meet up again?" "Absolutely." I also caught sight of my mom for the first time in a year. At first, I didn't recognize her. She was working at a grocery store. And the face that once had surgery looked worn, making her appear older than she is. My childhood had its difficulties, but now I'm thinking of building a family of my own and taking good care of them. And that includes my reformed brother.